Okay, can you guys hear me now? Sorry, I had my mic turned off. Okay, so let me say what I was saying before. It looks like it's going to be another stream with just me. Nobody else has shown up yet. So I might, as a matter of fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to switch the Discord camera. Okay, that one, that's right. That one doesn't read it. Now you guys can see the backside. And over on OBS, I'm going to switch to the top down camera. That way it's a little bit better. Of course, I need to switch view. You could. You could, Kenny. I'm going to leave the Discord window open so that if somebody decides to jump on, I'll at least hear them when they come in. So, yes, indeed, Graham, and it's not. I mean, it's not completely canon. It's the way I'm doing it because according to the uh, according to the parts from the kit, these should be a lot shorter. But as far as I'm concerned, when they were about, let me get the ones for the kit and I'll show you. They're about, the ones from the kit are about half the height, and I did the math. It makes the lights two things. It makes it to where you can't light them because that is the part supplied kits or part supplied lights. And this is one of the lights. Here, hold it up like that. This is one of the lights that I'm using. And it's about, it's about twice as tall. But these, according to the scale, 1/44th scale, end up being about 6 to 8 feet tall. Uh-oh, just heard something. Somebody coming in to... Shoe's coming in, so I'm going to switch scenes. Okay.
Damn, that's big.
Huh?
That's big.
It is. Well, hang on. I got to switch back over to the Discord scene. And then switch back to the camera. There. Yeah, I figured I'd switch over to just one of my cameras. Hey, Kenny. Kenny's figuring out how to get on here.
Trying.
Hey, I see your face, so that means you're getting there. You just got to wait for your camera to catch up. That means I don't have to talk all the time now. So let me double check. What's it look like on... Yeah, should be good on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, guys, and some of these are not perfect, but I'll tell you right now, I love the effect. Right now, what I'm working on, let me see if I can actually hook it up. You can see me hooking up the power down here at the bottom, make sure I'm at 9 volts, not 15 or something, blow out LEDs. I do have a blown light in this one right here. And I blew it, no sound on my phone. And so does everybody hear? I know everybody was hearing me. And Mark, say something. And people tell me, please, if you hear Mark. Mark? That would be pretty awesome, Graham.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Okay, I can hear you, Kenny. Did anybody out there in YouTube land hear Kenny? And I can see your sanding sticks. Okay.
Problem I'm having is I don't have a headset, so I'm hearing double of everything.
Let me try something here. Let me just flip over. Okay, 300 can hear you. There's Mark. Mark, are you there?
Yep.
So if people can hear Kenny, they should be able to hear Mark, and hopefully they're not. Yeah, looking over on Discord or OBS, I only see one bar bouncing up and down, so there shouldn't be any double noise out there. I hope, which is really scary.
Well, maybe everything will work out great.
Yeah, I think we got it today, which is really scary because that was right at the first try. Knock on wood.
Okay, hopefully we're not double again because I muted my YouTube.
Yeah, I can hear you, Kenny.
Okay,
Can you hear
I
us?
can hear you.
Yeah, you should hear us through OBS, or not OBS, but Discord.
Yeah, I can hear you guys through Discord.
Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together.
Hey, look, you got me building on a live stream on Sunday.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Start throwing sprue around for a little while. I do got to take the kids. I'll probably leave here about 1:30, 1:45 because I got to go back to Staten Island.
All right. So let me, because nobody has seen this in a long time but me. I'm killing lights so that you can actually see how
What's
lit
up,
up this
Bubba?
tower is. Ah. You do it the easy way. Mark and Kenny are echoing. Why are Mark and Kenny echoing? Hey, Dan.
I'm not saying anything.
I'll just mute my mic while I'm not talking.
Hang on, let me try something here. Okay, so say something now and see if we get everybody out there.
Okay. I'm getting an echo. Echo, yeah.
So Dan and
I was
300,
a comedian.
did you guys hear Kenny and Mark? No answer.
Skeletons.
Okay, they did. 300 did hear both of you, so I got it. I turned off the desktop audio and it's on just my mic now. So the
might be a headset. These things.
I probably should because I think that's what causes the problem all the time.
Yeah, the echoes. All of us. The microphones are picking up our speakers.
Yeah. Okay, so
What I want to do here.
So there.
More rooms.
that gives a little bit of an idea of how this thing looks like now. So, anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I have to like get a bigger house just to display that.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
It is. It is very huge. But I do have a. I have a board that I'm going to probably glue it to, and I will tell you right now. Doing the conduit over to from one tower to the other has been a bear. I think it would be smart to just drop everything straight through the board, but I'm not to that point yet.
Of course, you had to light it.
Of course. Oh yay! I just turned off the lights, and now it's like, nah, I'm not talking to you anymore.
No more talking.
Yeah. Well, see, I've got everything running through a Alexa.
Nice. You know what? Let me close that door. She's got the washing machine going.
Those street lights came out pretty good. They look like a good scale.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't think you were here yet, Mark, when I was talking about this is the scale of the street lights. These are the kit supplied street lights. And
Little baby street lights.
I mean, it might be if that's a 4-foot railing, which I'm thinking it's a 3-foot railing, they'd be about 12 feet. But I think, like I said, I think it's a 3-foot railing, which puts them at about 9 feet, which is not a normal street light. A normal street light is 15 to 20. So I scaled these to be about 20 feet in scale. Wow. I just saw that. I didn't even catch that. Nice melted part there on the railing.
Oh, good.
Neat.
Well, they supply a bunch of railing with this thing.
When was that model kit released?
1986.
I was gonna say nowadays there'd be like thousands of PE parts for that to replace all that stuff.
Mm. Oh, there was a PE kit for this thing, and the well, not recent or not back then. It was a recent thing. What paints did I use for the launch tower? Rattle can, all rattle can. Hang on, let me go get it. The red actually was a. I want to say it might have been. No, it was rattle can as well. Thinking about it. So there's what the floors are. It's what is it there? Solstice blue. And then all the rest of the parts.
What's up with these colors?
Huh?
Who comes up with the name of some of these colors?
I don't know. And then this one.
Half the time, I don't know. To me, they all look the same. It's like here's 100 different colored blues. I look at it and go, they all look the same.
Yep. Well, and the other one, the rest of the tower, the scaffoldings and all that is matte vintage gray from Krylon.
You should be me, red green colorblind. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm. And then the red in here was just a generic red. And if you see, all of the railings I'm leaving as bare plastic. So let me pull the lights so that they're not in the way. This tower is actually completely done. The joint here keeps popping every time I rotate it. And I've got the last conduit for this wire right here drying. I had another piece of conduit that I had made for it that had a slight problem. It was the same size, smaller conduit like this. But what I did was I did these two wires, and instead of doing two separate pieces of heat shrink like it is now, I did one heat shrink, and then I put heat shrink over both of them, trying to be cute. And nice, big, short, melted wires.
Nice.
Yeah.
You take in electronics devices from Eric now.
Yeah. Well, one piece of heat shrink should have been good. You know, one piece of heat shrink and then the other just to keep them together. It wasn't.
Well, what's a government project without a big problem somewhere along the way?
Yeah. Well, and what makes me upset is that to make room for the heat shrink, you know, the way it was going to come out, I had actually cut one of these, the conduits, one of the, Let me see. Where's the same small size? I think they're all over in the other one. And I didn't even know where I put. Oh yeah, I do. Hang on. Let me go get it.
Ejector pin marks on the disc brakes. How are they supposed to stop this car?
As soon as they hit the brakes, it'll stop dead on those injector pins.
Yeah, that's the new version of brakes.
Yes. I don't want to
Just
take it
hit
off.
something, you're done.
Screw.
So here's the original conduit, and
Take it off yet.
I cut the back off. That was a little bit of work, but it doesn't fit over the heat shrink. Okay, so let me find some fence pieces. And again, just like every Sunday, I'm rattling my mouth.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's one of these things of on YouTube, I don't personally like leaving a lot of dead air in my videos.
You know, I try not to, but I find that I get so, like I was working on the DeLorean yesterday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a conscious effort to keep talking while I'm doing that. And then I got so focused on what I was doing, it's like, I forget to, like, talk.
Well, you've watched enough of my videos to realize that I just open my mouth and stuff spews out.
Yeah.
I sit there and cut all the dead air out.
See, that's editing though.
Yes.
I don't
You
edit.
can't edit right now.
Editing is your friend.
That's right.
I have not yet edited any of my videos.
I used to not and just leave it. And then I was like, damn, that's a lot of dead air.
Well, a lot of the problem is with my dead air stuff is that it's like I'm working on something, so I'm doing something. I'm just concentrating on doing it, and I just forget to say anything. I'm like, oh, I should be saying something.
Ah, just throw some music in the dead air spot. That's all.
Yeah. Of course, for some reason, you know, I can never get a decent video. Actually, the one I did on the Enterprise deal, that was good. But it's either like, for some reason, it's either my microphones stop working midway through. Then I got to do voiceover, which kind of sucks. Or like yesterday, it's like, I didn't change any settings. But when I did the video, I'm listening, it's like, I'm like sitting inside the microphone, screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm like, nothing changed. What the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. That's why I like Premiere Pro. This way I can
Yeah, I
do
just,
real levels.
last night I spent about a good hour and a half or so going through videos on how to fix sound.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take the brakes off the damn screw to paint them, and they just fell off. That's it. There goes your PG rating.
It's a conspiracy.
Damn it!
Conspiracy.
I count on that PG rating. I don't think I've kept a PG rating yet. That's why all my videos are marked not for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! I finally get the shuttle bay doors. Holy Christmas. Who comes up with this shit?
Shu made sure they went your PG rating.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't talk.
No, it's fine. Right now, I'm trying to figure out. I had 4 of the railings cut off already. I mean, they've been cut off for a couple of weeks, and I can't find them. Damn it, Kenny! I cleaned up and I can't find shit now.
Ah, that's what you're supposed to. Keep it clean.
No,
There you go.
If it's clean, I can't find it. If it's not clean, I know exactly
That's
where
how I
it
look
is.
at it. Every time I clean up stuff, I lose everything.
The opposite. If I don't clean up, then it's like, where the hell is that thing?
Speaking of which, today I had a very interesting search because I'm about ready to start working on the Lisbon tram again, which has never seen a stream and hasn't been worked on since I moved out of California almost 3 years ago.
California,
Yep. But and the funny thing is that I've had the base built for a long time, and it's big enough I shouldn't be able to lose it. But I spent like a half hour looking for it, and it was standing right out in the open here in the shop.
nice.
But
My
where
problem is that I have a ghost. Steals my shit. And then brings it back later.
Did you?
I will have something on the desk. I know it's there, like a part or something. Well, okay, like the Batwing Gatling gun that goes inside the little floppy thing. I was sitting on the desk. I painted it. It was in a holder so it would dry. I go to get it. It's not there. It's gone. I'm like, well, where did it go? I thought maybe it fell out, so I'm looking everywhere. I'm searching everywhere for it. Can't find it. I'm like, okay, fine. Don't need it. Button up the thing. Move along. 3 months later, my wife goes, "What's this for?" I'm like, well, that's the Gatling gun. Where'd you find it? Well, it was on the table.
I think your wife took it.
Okay. I mean, it's like, how did that happen? And it happens all the time. Tools. I'll be like, I'll have a knife there and it'll go away and I won't find it and I'll come back and there it is. This freaking place is haunted.
My wife and I have
Did you
we've had discussions about tools, and it's not just a hobby tools, it's any tools. I have no problem with her or when the kids were living with us if they borrow them. I just want you to put them back so I know where to find them.
Yes.
My wife has her own set of tools. Every Christmas she gets new tools.
My wife does too. They all used to be mine. It's like we have like
Okay,
5 hammers,
Makes sense.
and I only know where one of them is.
It says kids who works at school and from their friends. Yeah, that's true. 300.
Okay, this is not making sense.
I hate rounded edges. You gotta get me a flexi file.
By the way, guys,
Yeah, yeah.
I finally got the problem with the Iron Man solved. They
What's the problem?
they charged me in September, and I didn't get the parts until just this weekend for stage 4. And I don't blame them because they expected to get the parts in from the barge. They didn't. Maybe they did, but they never got it boxed up and shipped out. So finally, I contacted them and said, "What can we do?" And they fixed it. It took a couple of days, but in the meantime, after they charged it the second time and did a reverse, they charged issue 5. So I have now got 2 issues of the Iron Man. And let me move a box here real quick. Let me move.
Okay, the thing I'm running into is I keep getting lots of issues of the Enterprise, but I'm pretty much out of issues of DeLorean. I
Okay,
think I have like 4 left, and I haven't got any of those for a long time.
so I finally found the railings in the spare parts box.
Nice.
So where I
I
want
just saw Caitlin has the FDNY fire engine. I like that. That's cool.
I built fire engines a lot when I was a kid. I had just about every model of fire engine they had.
well,
Yeah, I was looking. There's not many out there anymore.
so here's one of the actually, let me move the tower over a little bit.
It falls apart.
No! There's soon to be started on my channel.
Ooh.
Nice.
A double-decker bus.
Yep. Just to give you an idea. So you see the grill there in the front?
Yeah.
That's that part right there.
That's going to be a big bus.
It is. It's
A huge
not.
bus.
It's not 1/8 scale like the most of the cars. It's 1/12. And
Oh, big boy.
yes. Well, and I realized that's why they went with 1/24 on the New York fire truck, is because otherwise that thing's would be huge at 1/12 or 1/8.
It would need its own firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's at the front door.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Come to save your soul.
And they want you to have this book. It's only $6. Sorry.
The screw.
That's going to be interesting right there.
Yeah, I get to do these guys.
I hate all the things you find after prime.
So get that part.
Vacuum my table. I'm getting the white stuff all. That must be Kelly. It's gotta be Kelly, don't it?
In the white stuff as in the
The primer.
oh, I was thinking
Because I'm finding all the bad stuff after priming, and then I'm gonna have to reprime.
I was thinking styrene dust from sanding.
That too, but mostly primer. And when I get back with the boy later, I'll try to film some more of this build and get it online. To finish before the end of the year.
I'm a little shocked. I've done like 4 things now on this Enterprise and haven't put a window in yet.
Really?
Don't worry, you'll have plenty of windows to do, Shu.
I'm proof of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna spray these. Yeah, I'll just put some blue tack on them and spray them.
Speaking of blue tack, where's the box?
PC problems at the moment, guys. We'll try and jam guys. Okay, GB, we'll see you in a little bit. I got about 15 minutes myself, and then I gotta head to Staten Island with the boy.
I'm going to Staten Island for it.
Sounds good,
Ava's
GB.
over, so I gotta drop Ava off before 3 o'clock. Family's got something to do.
So when
One weekend he's at his girlfriend's, and one weekend the girlfriend is here.
You gotta like get her family to move closer.
They want to, but their youngest son is still in high school, so once he's out of high school, then they're gonna move over to Jersey.
so you mentioned blue tack, Kenny.
Yes.
That's going to come in really handy when I have to repaint, because I'm going to cover all the black here with blue tack and then spray it with gloss white.
Nice.
What's going to be interesting is trying to not overspray onto the doors inside.
What did I just use? Oh, it wasn't the blue tack. It was another kind of like fun tack kind of stuff that I put on the back of the wheel
Mm-hmm.
to hold it to paint it, and the chrome melted it away. So there's more than acrylic in that chrome paint I bought.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I've seen people use is silly putty. I think Wayne on World of
Oh,
Wayne
yeah, I
does
use
that.
silly putty all the time.
Yeah, I got tons of the silly putty when Kenny was
Yeah,
small.
I mean, you get that at the dollar store, you know, or what used to be the dollar store, not the $1.25 store.
Which that makes no sense to me because 30 years ago when I was a kid, well, 40 years ago, sorry, God. No, 40 years ago would put me at 17. So let's call it 45, almost 50 years ago. Damn, getting old sucks. There was a store called the 99-cent store. So you would think the dollar store could stay where it's at, considering
Yeah.
40 or 50 years ago, there was the same store.
You would think. They would. Now, where's our friend Eric?
Eric is probably
He
doing
was working on his deal today, diorama.
or his wife tends to drag him outside a lot, I've seen.
Actual phone, nothing wrong with that.
Kind of cold not to be being drug outside in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't suppose it matters if you mess up these, change around these colors. They're all the same.
I have found
Hey, there's Eric. He's in the chat.
Mark a couple of times where the lights, the length of the lights was a little bit iffy.
Well, these are all the same and they're all the same base color, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Eric in the house. Hey, Eric.
Yeah, Eric is here.
Plus, these things never stay the hell in. Either what?
I just need this to stick on one spot and stay there.
bag of stuff.
Sans Prime, Sans Prime, Sans Prime. I don't know why I fix stuff that will never be seen.
Hey, Kenny, got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
I asked you about that YouTube video that you did with the members.
Yes.
You said that video is like private.
Yeah, I moved it over to the private one.
Can I look at that?
Yeah, I could get you the link to that.
Because I've been using it to kind of, I'm trying to upgrade my videos and do little things you added. So I kind of do one. I finally got that hashtag to work.
Yeah, I'll give you the link a little later. You can anybody with the link can see it. I just move it to private because I'm trying to keep the main page with all the regular videos clean. So
Right.
I take like Wednesday night. I'll take off the last live stream, so there's only one live stream at a time. Otherwise, my whole front page is just live streams.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, next thing I'm going to do is this. What's gone? I'm like, where'd it go?
I'll send you the link on the community in the
Okay.
private. We'll go over there.
Yeah, it's like I said, I figured out why I kept doing those hashtags and they didn't work. It's because there was another hashtag that was put in there by YouTube. I
I know.
I had to remove it. Once I removed that, then the other ones worked.
They just on one of my videos, I just went to, I was looking and my hashtags were gone. I was like, what the hell? Why are my hashtags gone? Now, when you use YouTube Music, you know how they want you to put the title and author of the musician in there? They're automatically putting it in at the bottom now, so it removed my hashtags. I had to put them on here.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day on one of my old videos. I went back and looked at something, and I was like, "Well, that's nice." I know.
Yeah, they're automatically doing stuff now.
Well, maybe they could automatically set it up to where when we stream from Discord, it just works. I don't have to mess with it.
Or maybe they could set it up when notifications go out, people actually get their notifications.
That would be too convenient. Which is why I've started to set up my stream notifications like a day or two earlier.
That's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea.
And speaking,
You'll get to the point where people realize that it's Sunday or Tuesday and they just come.
you would think, but this one guy who runs a hobby website. He's always forgetting the Tuesday stream. I'm not sure why.
That's because I'm not driving home from work. That's when I always remember it. Like, time to put Buck on so I can listen to him on the ride home.
Looks like GB's coming in.
Is he coming into the? Well, that'll be good because he could take over my spot when I go here in a few minutes.
Right now we have that gives us a perfect 4 square. When
Anything past 4 doesn't look good.
it gets funky. But then what?
Yeah, it's a lot harder to see.
Yeah, well, then what I kind of think it's incumbent on me to kind of pay attention, and if somebody's doing something that looks interesting, blow their window up.
Yeah.
Starting with Eric. Always blow Eric up.
Eric likes blowing things up. And speaking of Eric, stick with your first idea, Eric. Don't keep changing. Or sit back and write it down, one or two, because I know he was saying he got off track on what he wanted to do with his diorama. We're gonna have to make a little tool to put sandpaper on to get to these damn injector pin marks. Actually, I gotta see. There's something that goes there. It might get covered. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I was told I have to go now. So I'm bringing the kids back to Staten Island. Guys, enjoy the rest of the stream. And if you're still streaming when I get back, I will jump back on.
Well, we've been averaging.
Take it easy, fellas.
We've been averaging 3 hours these days, so probably
I gotta remember what screw I used.
we'll probably still be on when Kenny gets back.
Probably. I gotta go find out what book these. Probably PP screws.
I occasionally hear something from GB's page, but his video hasn't made it up yet. Damn it, that keeps moving. Wow. So you just shifted, Mark, and GB's video is trying now. GB has video and thumbs up. But no audio, GB. Don't hear you yet.
You're not saying anything.
Ah, that might be it.
Ah. Screw my screw. All right. Peace.
I think I heard you there for a second, GB. I'm not looking forward to putting this little piece of railing in.
Hey, Buck, when you did your DeLorean,
Uh-huh.
did you notice that like some of the screws went in just fine, and other ones like just wouldn't go in at all?
Yep, absolutely.
Good.
And
I was struggling with that so much yesterday. I mean, one screw would just fly right in, just perfect. The other one just like get halfway through and stop.
well, I think part of it, I don't do what I should, which Wayne does, which is put oil in the screws.
Yeah.
I've done that on a couple, and it actually does help quite a bit.
Break some oil out then. Merry Christmas. You think Eagle must have a better way of putting these little light things in?
No, no, I don't. I've done enough stuff from Eagle Moss that I know better. I am about fed up with these little railings and may switch to something else so that at least I'm a little bit more entertained. And GB dropped off. His camera was working.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, you son of a gun. Just popped right out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these railings back in here, except for this really long one that doesn't fit.
That just kind of sucks. Super glue.
I think you have frozen, Mark. Your video, at least. You still there, Mark?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You started moving. You were frozen.
These screws apparently was stripped out and keeps popping off.
All right. So I'm going to move this tower. And you can see, because I built the shuttle itself, I'm moving. I skip back and forth on parts of the build because it's so huge. Which is a nice thing, because then when you get tired of one of the models you're working on, because there's like 4 in the kit, you move on to something else. Like, yeah, I prefer that.
Oh, that's cool.
page is it? Page 17. Ah. So in step 26, they tell you to attach the thing that you will build in the next section. Where's the box? There's the box. Oh, GB's trying again. I hope it works.
Making an attempt.
More pieces, parts. There's your video, your hands there. So GB, can you hear us through Discord? So the shuttle, well, the tower is the tallest part of the shuttle. Let me find the ruler, or a pair of rulers, because I've got a 16-inch one here and a 12-inch one.
You got
So 300, the shuttle and tower. So shuttle and tower is about 2 feet tall. GB, I can hear audio coming through your computer.
yeah.
So
A
if
little
you,
bit of a lag. But,
well, that's the 7-second audio, or
right.
so I think GB, just suggestion, if you mute your computer, unless you can't hear us through Discord, you should be able to hear everything through Discord. Oh boy, trying to burn down the house with the power supply.
Right, can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
For some reason it kept coming up with everything was muted.
Yeah, 300. It's a really good size. Like I said, it was released in '86, then re-released in 13.
It's taking some getting used to this one. Not done this before.
So let me show you guys something that really irritated me, if I can get it on camera, when I got this kit. When I took it out brand new. There's these 3 pins here, and this one's broken. It's supposed to be 4.
Yeah. That's why they didn't put pins on there.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah. Well, those pins are actual supports for the solid fuel boosters. But here's the funny thing. Even though it was broke, I found it in the box. It's it right there.
Can't you drill it and pin it?
Pardon?
Can't you drill it and pin it?
I may just, because it's so small, I may just use some spot of glue there to hold it, because once these, maybe not, maybe I'm thinking maybe I'm going to glue these on the rockets on here. I may not.
Yeah.
I love this flipping seam on the treads.
Oh,
There, you can see it right there. Just seam line all the way around. So of course, once I get the seam line gone, I have to put the detail of the tread back on. I may have to get one of them. I don't remember the name of the tool, but there's a tool out there that's supposed to take the flash off really easy.
I think Kenny did a review on something like that once.
I think that's where I saw it, and I was like, that is really cool. I need to get something like that. And I just have never bothered. I don't know if it'll focus on it or not. No, it's not focusing on it. Once I get the seam line off, the flash, there's a flat spot in the middle of the tread.
He does.
Oh, that's right. You're working on the Eagle One, aren't you, GB?
yeah.
I will have to build one of mine someday. Someday soon.
Yeah. I've got one to build.
I'm almost embarrassed to say that I have 4.
For mine, I've got the same number.
The only one I've got 2 of each, the Eagle and the Eagle with the cargo pod. I just don't have the Eagle 2 yet.
Yeah, I've got the Eagle 1, Eagle 2, and cargo pods as well. But yeah, this is this afternoon's efforts getting everything based.
Nice. Are you lighting it? I hope.
I've got that lot done at the minute. And I've got all this lot to do.
Yeah, I've seen you post
Looks
it.
like all the. Yeah.
I've seen you post that grid work is painful.
Yeah, it took me about 3 days just to clean all the seams up on the ends, down the edges and stuff. do one side, then do the other, that side, then you got to do in between all the billets, and you got to do that. Yeah, that took some time to do that, did.
That's a badass light leak. This thing has so many light leaks.
And yeah, that's the same fun and games doing the cages as well.
Yeah, but I think if I can see right on your video, there are locator pins. You can ask the guys. I'm big on locator pins these days. I've been bitching about no locator pins on this shuttle kit for months.
Yeah, this has got quite chunky ones.
Well, better chunky ones than ones like we're on here, which were non-existent. Actually, very proud of this external tank, how it came out because it has no locator pins.
The shuttle doesn't even have locator
Yeah,
pins.
Nope.
I built one or two of them, and yeah, one of yeah, the best way I've found to approach this Eagle is to build it all in little sub-assemblies.
Yeah, I believe it.
And there we go. I think it was easier putting these doors in first before those upper lights on this one.
So did you just do the lights on the top?
Yeah, because I put the doors in, I do the lights on it. It was just, well, I think it was easier than trying to move these things around to get those doors in.
Yeah. Well, I think you've seen on my videos, I do a lot of, well, that's not fitting, so let's take this part off.
Yep. I'm trying to not do that. This one shuttle door has a light leak on it, pretty bad.
I think all of them, almost every seam has a light leak. Wow, turn that again. I saw that
Well,
light leak.
the shuttle bay 2 doesn't. It's really nice, but the other one, there's a gap.
Yeah, I see that.
Just maybe drop it down some. Oh, that's much better. I just loosened up the door and pushed it down and then retightened. And it should sit fine in there with the light, with that light. Oh, no, don't do that. Fall out.
Trust me, Mark, I know what you're going through.
Okay.
Think just about ready to put the grooves back in the middle on this thing. So yeah, I was talking yesterday about hanging that camera.
Yeah.
Eric,
Hey.
adventures in drilling into stone. I snapped my bit and plowed my head right into the house.
So what happened to the house?
No, really?
The house is okay.
Oh,
Dang, man.
Well, and the sad part is, I'm doing this with a regular drill, not even a regular drill. It's not even a plug-in one. It's a battery-powered one.
Oh.
Because I don't own a hammer drill.
It'd be nice, though.
Oh yeah, I've used a hammer drill in it. With a hammer drill, you go through concrete like it's warm butter.
Like it's nothing, man.
Unless
Hey, shoe.
yeah.
you're in Germany and you're drilling on a foundation wall and housing. Yeah, the hammer drill is like no, they do something really strange to the concrete over there and make it really, really tough.
Nice. Maybe they should share some of their ideas they have over there. It was
craftsmanship.
speaking of craft, we were going through and we were decorating the Christmas tree. Albeit, the wife was decorating the Christmas tree. Anyways, I was helping. I was putting the little hangers into the Christmas bulbs, passing them out to the kids. I came across this sparkly golden one, and it had a dent in it. So we were like, wow, we're not going to use it. And it's a plastic one, right? Well, the dent happens to be in the same spot as what would you think?
That's a Death Star.
Exactly.
Here we
So,
go.
right? Check this shit out. All right, okay. So I said, you know what? I got use for this. So I'm gonna strip the gold spackle off, and I am turning this puppy into the Death Star.
And if you can drill the holes right and get a bright enough LED that doesn't just blast out through all the sides, you can actually have the star-killing ray going off at the same time.
Well, exactly.
You could hang that above your diorama. Like it's like Death Star still hanging around. Your guy crashed years ago and they forgot about it.
Exactly. See? But I see it's
Like the guy's just sitting there all those years waiting for it to be arrested from the Death Star because he sees it above his head at Endor, but it never shows up.
He just gives up, right?
He just like, the hell with it.
I'm screwed. Forget.
I'm
I'm going
building-
camping trip. And you
I'm
see
building a
this?
house.
You can see the seam. Hopefully you can see the seam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a seam that goes around this whole thing. Well, I'm going to try and take my hobby knife and score it and just kind of like cut it down the seam and pop it off and light block it and whatnot. So interesting. See, Christmas. Look at that. The gift of giving.
There you go.
And it keeps on giving. So
Actually, that was a Hallmark ornament that was supposed to be the Death Star. They forgot to put glitter on it. Only charged you $1.50 for it compared to the $30 they charged you for the Death Star when they were going to make it.
all right.
Yeah.
Now, Bug's got a good idea though. If I can get that seam fairly clean and take it off, I should be able to stick a light in there and do some light blocking and actually have this as sort of a man cave ornament lit.
Yeah, if you can actually split that open without breaking it, then you don't have to put, like a 10 millimeter LED or whatever will fit inside there.
Right.
And then you get to learn a new skill, fiber optics.
No.
Why?
No, I am never, ever going to do fiber optics. One, I know there's a way to mushroom the end of a fiber optic so it's not just a little pinprick of light. But that's my problem. I've seen videos of people doing the Star Destroyer and using all fiber optics, and it depends on how, like, your perspective of how you, like, what direction you're looking at it. It's almost like directional lighting, because if I'm looking straight on one section, I'm seeing the lights and they're glaring at me, and the rest of them just kind of fade off into nothing, like they're not even on, until you actually walk around it, and then you're like, oh yeah, okay, they're on.
That should be an issue with the not with fiber optics. That's an issue. That would be an issue with no fiber optics and just LEDs inside the build.
I don't know. They were using fiber optics, and that kind of freaked me out. I was like, man, I ain't up for that level. And it don't look good, the way it came out, anyways.
They were doing something funky, because I'll have to post some pictures of my NX01, because I put fiber in it, and where I have the fiber, it looks good from every angle. And that was my first kit to put fiber in, and like my third kit to put lights in. What I do really need to do is someday get out my other NX01 and actually build it with the Howling Wolf secondary hull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
convert it to the NX01 Air, whatever they called it.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the 1/1000th scale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have that, but for the 350.
Oh.
I don't remember the guy's name, but his company was Howling Wolf Productions. And about 3 or 4 months after I bought mine from him, he passed. So
Kind of like that guy, DLM.
Yeah.
Don's Light and Magic. He passed away, and boy, just people were just kind of heartbroken. Modelers, friends, things like that.
Yeah. Well,
when something happens to a modeler, man, like the whole community, whether you knew them or not, like just goes, get sad, shit like that.
Yeah, because we're a close knit community. We're awed by regular people.
Yeah. Odd. Yeah, we are.
I mean, like me, most of my models, for instance, who is going to spend? Well, let's see, my NX01. Who's going to buy a kit for like $70 at the time and put $150 into it?
Other than you?
A lot of people, actually.
Everybody does it, because as soon as you buy some PE for it, you're like, okay, well, that fits a little bit. Now it's more than what I bought for it.
Well, see, that's the thing, is mine doesn't have any PE. It's bare kit plus lights.
Yes, might be tougher than I thought.
But like my Titanic, when all is said and done, is going to cost around $1,700.
At all?
Yeah. Well, I stopped at one photo etch kit. I know there are people out there that have bought both photo etch kits.
problem I always find with photo etch is, do you actually ever use most of what's there? Because I'll look and go, okay, this is kind of neat, but then I look at it and go, but nobody's ever going to see this. It's so damn small.
Well, hang on. You forget,
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
That would be interesting to see.
So you forget, Mark, if you look, every one of these black bullards
Yeah.
is brass parts and photo etch. I mean, there's like this one here by my finger.
See, that's cool though. I mean, yeah, that's like I said. I mean, some of it's useful. Some of it's really not.
Yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause I bought the PE set and the wooden deck for my 1/350 scale Titanic.
Yeah. I wouldn't do the PE because 350 is a little bit small,
Yeah.
but I would definitely do I saw the wood decks on this one, and every ship I can find the wooden decks for from now on will have wooden decks. Which is why Eric is the proud owner of a Queen Mary 2. When they came out
Is
with
that a wooden deck?
No, the one that I had that for like 6 or 7 years, and then they re-released it as the Platinum Edition with the wooden decks and the PE and everything. I'm like, I need that. Eric and I were talking one time, and I mentioned that I need that. He's like, well, how much will you sell me for that one for? I said, what do you want? What do you want to pay for it?
I think on the 1/350 scale Titanic, most of the PE from what I looked at is like deck chairs and window, upgraded window coverings.
Yeah. A lot of it on the 200 is the same way. I may not have gotten all the treads, and they may not all be perfectly straight, but the treads are back there. Actually, you can see them even in the picture. So much better than that with the ridge in the middle.
Doesn't make any sense.
Of course, it doesn't make any sense. It's a model.
Oh, there we go. Much better. Oh.
Watching Eric's screen, he looked a little bit disgruntled there for a second, and he got up, and he's back. And the Dremel's coming out.
Apparently the scoring didn't work.
Oh, well, he wasn't actually scoring. What he was doing was he was using the one of the barrel ones to take the paint off. Oh, wow. It screwed up it screwed up the sandpaper part of that. That's why those are known as consumables. Hey, JGG 1701. Yes, Mark on the lower right corner is working on the Eagle Moss Enterprise.
We better never hear Donnie complain about it again.
Yeah, his Donnie had to hang out with family.
You know, I figure if a family ain't putting me in their will, I ain't hanging out with them.
Exactly. Cool. Eric got it apart.
There.
By the way, Eric, from the looks of the inside, that thing's well light blocked already.
Agreed. I was just checking that out. Like that is like proper.
It's like the 350 Katinga.
This is very black, thick plastic. So
Yeah.
There's nothing, and I mean nothing, on God's green earth that can't be repurposed to something else.
Exactly. No, bad thoughts. Bad thoughts. So, Eric, you take this base. You start with this base. You build the walls on it. So you got the transport.
Yeah.
It has tracks, so it's all terrain.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Ooh.
Like I said, bad thoughts.
Wow, Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max shuttle. We can do like a what if universe.
I'm not thinking Mad Max shuttle because like those are all done. Shuttles and all that technology's gone. But like if you put a few dozen semi-engines inside of this thing, change the gearing, you have a mobile battle wagon to beat all mobile battle wagons.
I like that.
I might have to start.
All you are is an enabler. That's all you are, Buck. An enabler.
No, see, here's the thing, Eric. If I can find one of the shuttle with the transport, I might do that. And yes, I know I'm an enabler. I think I might actually have one because when I got on my shuttle kick and bought a whole bunch of shuttles, I think one of them might have had that.
No, I definitely want to get the shuttle with the boosters, but not the launch tower. I don't care for the launch tower. I just want because I showed you that video. Of what that one guy did. He had it hooked to like a guitar amp, and he had the lights and sounds of it like blasting off. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that is really cool. Imagine
gold glitter every time.
Eric, imagine if I do that with the Saturn V I have.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because the 144th I bought when it came was re-released after seeing you doing some stuff with it. I have the Dragon one, the 172nd.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no locator pins in that one either.
Probably not.
No, because I think Damaso built that, and that was one of his big complaints was there was no locator pins in it.
Really?
Yeah, and there was like a whole bunch of stuff it didn't have all the little access parts on the outside. There was no way to put them. You just had to glue them and hold them there because there was no locator pins there either.
Wow. That's
Yeah, it's what I can say with when you do that one is take your time with it. Check and double check. But the dragon instructions are really you.
It repurposes as a Captain America shield.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, when I do mine, do that dragon one though, I also picked up a paper kit of the launch tower. And so when I build it, there will be lights on the tower.
That's going to be easy enough. It's going to be a part on top of it. Don't roll away.
Really, really, really wish that they had done something about this flash.
Oh, you are doing something with the flash.
Uh-oh.
Getting rid of it.
Splash.
Space Ghost.
Uh-oh.
Space Ghost. So Space Ghost, mute YouTube.
Ah, Windows. No, never get through a book without a Windows.
What happened?
Well, I could get through a whole actual book without having to do Windows on this thing, and here it is, the last stage of this book, and you're doing Windows.
Ah. So what you want to do, Mark, just for entertainment purposes, is drop a tray full of windows.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Hey, it's a lot of fun.
Look, I saw you do it, so I'm good.
Hey, I found them all. Actually, I missed one, if I remember right.
My favorite is when Buck dropped all the stuff when he was working on Pearl. That box went flying everywhere.
You know, even a month
Must have missed that one.
a month later,
You did.
I was still picking up pieces from that.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Well, fortunately, those parts are all pretty generic parts.
Yeah, my brother and I, we still gotta order accessory packs and whatnot for the version of the Pearl that we have.
Every now and then I see that and I'm tempted.
I mean, it's nothing like that Boiler Dan's gold version that he's working on.
Yeah.
Like his version. He just put out another video on that not too long ago.
Well, his gold version is the same one that I'm working on, except for there's no interior. Same company.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Let's try this first before we wreck that one. All right, I gotta go on mute again, guys.
This one is not coming out near as good as the first one. These track lines are a little bit crooked. And Space Ghost dropped off. Came in.
Or did he?
Yeah,
Did he drop off? He's a ghost.
that's true. Came in, lurked a little bit, didn't say anything, didn't turn on a camera, and left. Actually, that's what this channel, or this, not channel, this Sunday stream may become. Except, you know, preferably turn on a camera, preferably say something, maybe do a little bit of stuff, and drop off. You know, as you want.
Oh, there you are then, guys.
Oh man.
Oh, beautiful.
That's from the that's cool. That's from the dragon?
You take care as well, 1701.
It's out of the 72nd scale track.
That's
I
very
did the
cool.
I did one of them, and that piece on that one was real small.
Well, that's
300 said that it looks nice. That is very cool. I think if I ever get done with, what was it we figured out, or I put on Discord, I think I've got like 15 models in progress right now.
about the same as me now.
Yeah. I've got
I
15
think I've got
in progress, and once I get a few more of them done, I'm probably going to go to a real space kick.
I've actually just got one I need to finish up besides this and the DeLorean.
So Dan,
the 48 scale come up.
well, GB 300 wants to know what was used to mimic the gold foil. And Dan, if Space Ghost comes on, I know he had his microphone working because we could hear the YouTube in the background. If he comes on and doesn't mute his microphone but mutes YouTube, we can walk him through getting set up. We've done it before.
Into the lunar module, gloss flat. An AK interactive chrome and poly. So the hot lot.
That is very awesome.
That's been my biggest bugbear at the moment.
Almost done with the second one of these. like I said, these tracks are not ending up perfect, but they aren't ending up with a big flippin' seam in the middle either.
Yeah, that's what it.
Very cool.
Uh,
All right, guys. There's that.
Down here, clear orange and clear yellow over it. The more they put on it, the darker you can.
Very nice, Eric. Actually, Eric, you went a little bit too far.
You know what? I noticed that right there. Yes, I did. I can fix that.
Mini coconut.
It looks like a mini coconut.
That has nothing in
Is that the
it.
same thing that's on your the top of your shoulder?
Could you?
So, Eric,
Yes.
write down the idea you're working on right now because I'm about to screw it up.
Okay. Go for it. See Nagler again.
So that spot,
Yeah. Go for it.
that spot where you went too far,
Yeah.
that's where the explosion starts coming out through the skin of the Death Star as it blows up.
Oh.
Red light, a little bit of cotton sticking out.
I wonder if that would be. Well, what if? Okay, let's bounce ideas. Okay, so what if that was the area if I made a scratch-built Super Star Destroyer that was crashing into it?
You can do that too. But wouldn't that be the Super Death Star? So now you have to build scaffolding because it was never finished.
Buddy, don't forget that there's still some.
Well, no, the Super Star Destroyer crashed into the Death Star in the first one, right?
No.
No, the second one. The second one?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the one around the Ewoks planet or moon, whatever you want to call it. And that was during the attack by the rebels to blow up that Death Star. And that Death Star was never finished.
Okay. You still.
By the way, Eric, say hello to the little dude.
All right, little dude. Say hello to Buck, Shu, and GB.
Hello.
Yeah, hey there.
Hey,
There
dude.
you go. Oh, I guess that's a cool camera shot now. Okay. That's cool. All right. More grinding. Here.
That's two. I'm really kicking around the idea of working on something else because those are taking forever. I think. I didn't notice that before. Wow. It's not a locator pin, but it's a groove that the piece actually fits into. That's
So it won't keep a
awesome.
groove.
Yes.
Groovy.
Exactly.
You think that if you think that bad, you want to build this. And nothing on this.
Nice.
A nice color on that one.
Yeah. Looking for the Tamiya extra thin because when it's over here, I tend to leave it the cap off and then I flip it over. I've only done that like twice now.
I always forget to put the cap back on.
I put the cap back on, I just don't tighten it. Then I do something and the bottle flips over and there's glue everywhere.
Yeah, I've done that before. I come back like a couple days later and go, oh, I would have done an idea to tighten that up.
I've done that too, and fortunately it hasn't dried out on me much.
Yeah, I've never had it dry out on me, so I'm like, guess I don't know if that's good or bad.
Okay.
All right, bada bing, bada boom.
Cool. I don't see any holes in this one.
No, I didn't angle it right.
Wait,
No, where is it?
I lied. There's one. Two.
Okay, so admittedly, Tamiya Putty to the rescue. But that'll be later. That's one half done.
I
Who says
would
we don't complete stuff on here, huh?
I would putty from the inside.
This was correct. This, I'm going to consider this my Christmas build.
But yeah, it is correct because
Is this correct?
yeah, if it's a crash starship, then it would have some broken pieces on it.
We can make that happen. And oh, you take it right.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Take it right off the old block there.
He's my boy.
Eric is teaching him to blow everything up.
That's right.
Have you blown up that Klingon ship you built yet?
No, not yet. I actually have a couple. Well, no, I don't. I have one that I plan on lighting. I think that's assuming I don't have too much issues with it. But it's the Romulan bird of prey from like next. Gold glitter. All right, what do we got?
You know, Eric, next Christmas you'll be picking up gold glitter still.
Oh my God, tell me about it. All right. All my boxes are organized. All right, this was the 3-piece set. The 3-piece adversary set.
Yep.
Okay, so it came with the 2 Klingons, and then it came with that big massive Romulan
Yeah.
ship looking thing. Well, I want to like this. So I disassembled. That's the base. Oh, that's the base to the no, the B-17. That's gonna be, you know. B-17 is gonna be we done. Let's just leave it at that. We're just gonna keep it B-17, okay?
Let's do it right there, boy.
No, we're not gonna do it.
Saw that Video bomb.
Video about what?
Eric, what are you doing?
Cleaning up the stuff.
I see that he's cleaning while he's working.
Yes, I have to. Yeah,
He said what video too?
you said something about something video? Like what video?
Somebody, it would have been a photo bomb, but it's a video. Somebody video bombed your camera.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Again, something I'd probably do.
Not like he.
Whatever glue they use to put this crap on, right? This gold glitter crap is some tough stuff. Like it ate through. I had to put on a new sand belt there, but it ate through that like there was nothing. Thankfully, I found my wire brush attachment.
That should work, and that should throw that stuff all over the man cave.
That's right. It has. It did. And it does. But it's never have to decorate again.
I mean, wasn't that the plan?
And look,
All right. You again.
This is. I can feel that this edge is not straight. It pops up here and goes down here.
That's just the base, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess.
Well, it's not too bad as long as it fits.
Well, now you're asking for a lot there.
I mean, I will admit, that was me right here. Bad shot with the sprue cutters. I'm just trying to put this in here so I want to tape it in there so that I make sure that this thing stays square. It's kind of funny the color callouts they have for this base. Because the top of it is supposed to be the same color as the scaffolding, which I'm good with. These bays are supposed to be the same color as the floors that I've got on the scaffolding, which to me makes sense. The sides are supposed to be the same color as the flooring as well. To me, that should be the same color as the scaffolding. So that's the color it's going to be.
Well, when they built up, then they probably ran out some of that paint just as well as what we got.
No, I think it was a Revell choice. There's a slight warp on this piece. But it is squared up. Oh, wow. I almost put it on the Titanic part I brought over earlier and never brought back over. I'll be looking for the foredeck of the ship forever because I never brought it back over there. All right. So those are going to be the same color. This is what I like about a big kit like this. I can just, if I get irritated with part of it, like sanding these things, I can move on to something else for a while.
Sure, I've got no ghost seams. Ooh.
Is that the TOS? It looks like it's TOS, GB.
Yep. The
Damn it. I was going to cut these cones off. I'm still going to cut the nose cones off. But I was going to do it so I could get rid of the sprue. But just like the rest of this kit, as you work on parts, you are very, very cognizant of the fact that while it's got massive pieces, it has really tiny pieces as well. If I'd have just cut up this sprue and thrown it away, I'd have lost those parts. So those are both 13. Into the sprue drawer. I really should build a Borg cube sometime. I have enough sprue. Just starting with a piece of sprue is the base.
between the two cube and sprue then.
There be the lights.
Nice.
That's it for book 5.
Cool. So you've got what, up to 12?
I think so, yeah. Like I said, I got some parts last week. Also got those shuttles that you showed off.
Yeah, I think those are really cool.
Well, the nice thing was you opened yours and showed yours, so I don't have to open mine.
See?
Came in the box. Okay, time to get 7, 6.
Just out of curiosity. So it does flare down at the top. Oh yeah, it's not at the top, it's very base that flares down. Do have to say these flexi files are really worth it. I don't remember. I think this came with something. I didn't pay for it, but I've been using it for months. Same with the squadron ones here. I just haven't gotten to the higher grit on them. Let's see if I can cut that off. Damn it. That cone does not want to stay put. Looking good, Eric. Any light bleed on the second side? Little bit on the dent. Not too bad.
Nope, not bad at all. I got 2 spots actually, 2 little pinholes here and there. And of course I got the 2 little side-by-side ones right here, but that was because the thickness of the shell is actually, it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you can see, like, it's, oh, come on. Oh, whole bag. Well, anyways, it's thinner in patch and thicker in all this.
It's okay. You'll be able to fix that. Like I said, I don't know if you have any putty or not, but a quick shot of putty.
I have the last remaining tidbit of this Tamiya basic.
That should close
Easy
those.
putty.
That should close those up easy.
Yeah. Super thin. Like it goes on thick, but then it like sinks.
Yeah, that's the only problem when you with it shrinking when it dries. But I think if you go from the inside, you might have less of a problem of shrinkage.
Right. Take the go ahead and mask off the outside. Yeah. Look at that. You doing, Papa?
And those hidden in the back corner of the house.
I doubled up some parts in this stage. I got like 2 things at part 21.
I was thinking, but it was actually the Ghostbusters car that was missing a bag.
Yeah, this one there was 2 bags of 21.
On the Ghostbuster car,
Which is nice because that has a power supply in it. Battery back box.
that's really nice. I wish I'd have gotten that because those battery boxes are atrocious.
Yeah, I'm real careful with the ones I have. I'm real careful with them. Windows and shuttle bays. That means sticker time.
Well, you saw if you watched the stream this past week, the one in the Cobra's neck or Cobra's head shifted a little bit and didn't work. I really, truly hate those battery boxes. I love when Revell does what they did for the color callouts on this as well. The solid rocket booster, parts of it are supposed to be pure white, and then other parts of it are supposed to be white mixed with 50% light gray. So a dark
Just
white.
gray white.
No, a dark white.
The nice thing about having these stickers is I don't have to care about which way I put in those escape pods.
Yeah.
They just go right over.
Like I mentioned, every time I do an escape pod, I'm like, yeah, let me look over here real quick. That's really nice. Got a nice detail line right here. Maybe that one. Yeah. Got a nice detail line right here. Raised ridge. And of course they had to put the connection point to the sprue on that.
Yeah. Clean once again.
I'm coming over to your house and I'm bringing Shoe with me, and we're gonna mess up your workspace, Eric.
There you go.
How many days is it there, Shoe, that you haven't cleaned your desk? Are we in like months?
I cleaned it up a little bit. I needed room for this. I needed room for the Enterprise, so I cleaned it up some.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. All you did was do the arm thing. Let's just spread the crap out more, make a spot so I can work on some more crap. See, that's what you did.
No, I moved it backwards.
Just set a box right next to the table and sweep your arm across.
I took a lot of the paints off the table because I'm not using paint, so I moved those off. And everything else is my tools. I mean, they're right here. My tools are here.
Well, listen to the excuses. Listen to the excuses. Right on. I'll drink that.
Wait,
Come on.
isn't that supposed to be Dr. Pepper?
Go.
No, I am not Little Sweet. Now, however, I love Dr. Pepper, but it goes straight to my ass. So I switched to Sprite.
So that doesn't go to your ass.
No, it doesn't. That just goes to 3 cankles. That's what it does.
No, it still goes to his ass, but it's clear so you can't see it. Although, why anybody would be looking at Eric's ass?
You know,
Lots of people do. Come on.
I just don't judge.
Yeah, don't judge, man.
I'm not. I mean, Karina might be looking at his ass.
Nah, she don't look at that puny thing.
Damn it. So I meant to cut two separate pieces. I figured they'd be right next to each other, but no. This is the right side and the right side of the solid rocket booster.
So they do have a left and right.
Yeah, kind of. Well, this is part 11, and this one is part no number inside. That's awesome. Let's see what it says on the sprue. Really? It's part 9 and part 11.
9 and 11. Oh, I'm gonna go check on the diorama.
He's going to check on the diorama. It sounds like he's going to check on the soup.
Yeah.
Maybe he's cooking the diorama today.
Want to set not too long.
Yeah.
Damn it. How's it going there, bud? Ink with the glue here.
So Eric,
Fine.
was the diorama in the oven?
It was. Yes. You know, I said that, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know why I said that. It just dawned on me because didn't know what I was gonna do. I was watching your stream, hanging out with the rabbit, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'll come on and say hi. I said hi, looked over, had a squirrel moment, and I was like, well shit, maybe I'll work on this. So I did, and I'm kind of at a standstill with that, and I was like, oh shit, that's right, I got the diorama, fine. Ran off to go grab that.
Well, when you said you were going to go check on it, it was like, we were like, is it cooking? Like soup?
I just primed it earlier today. Not a fan of it. Can't remember the brand. It's not Rust-Oleum, but it has a very, very sweet, sickly smell. Arsenic. Right? It goes on. It dries weird. Like if you put any type of great primer coat, let's say, even an amp, it'll dry fairly quickly, and flat to the touch. This it stays techy, like ooey. I don't know, and it doesn't go on thick per se, but it's just a weird friggin' paint. It's nothing I'd use again, but I needed something to cover a large area quickly. And it happened to be the right color.
It's got a sweet smell to it.
And it's got a sweet smell to it. Yeah, well, let me see if I can.
Eric bought spray frosting.
It's arsenic paint. His wife bought it for him. Here, use this. Sign these papers and use this spray paint.
Exactly.
All right, my bad. It was Rust-Oleum because I got a couple different brands, but this one is the camouflage one, and it goes on weird. Like I have other Rust-Oleum colors, but it goes on weird, dries weird.
That was close.
It is weird.
I almost cut that part off. That little tab there.
Yeah. See, they put a tab in there for you to line things up, and then you want to cut them out.
Hey, exactly.
I've done that. I have done that.
I've done it too, and on purpose, because sometimes the tab or the pin doesn't line up.
Oh, yeah. I've done that before. Just cut that thing right off.
GB's gonna put guys in this Enterprise. They're gonna ride on top of it.
But is it Spock and Kirk?
Yeah.
Probably a couple of Ferengi stealing the ship.
Yeah, that's it.
It's time to go in with dark brown. What dark brown do I want to use?
That one over there.
That one right there, exactly. Thank you for pointing out.
You're welcome.
I want to see this. Let's see, what do we got? What is it? Coffee bean. Coffee bean brown. That's not, well, maybe. Really, but I can highlight it with a tan, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Latte brown.
I have regular brown. I can't dip into my other ones. Those would be perfect. Which one's this? Muddy brown. And coffee bean. And coffee bean brown will work. Oh, no. It's gloss.
It's okay.
A dog coat on it.
It's okay. You can have glossy trees. It's winter.
It's Endor. It's a weird planet. I mean, it's a non-existing planet. So if they have glossy trees, they have glossy trees.
What do you mean it doesn't exist? You take that back. Star Wars is real, man.
It's a documentary, right?
Yeah.
They're not talking trees, should be raining.
I talk to Ewoks all the time, man. I got 3 of them of my own.
That I believe.
I'm not going to dry brush this. No, I have to make them wash.
By the way, Eric, if your Ewoks are ever outside laughing and one of the trees is missing, don't go outside. It's liable to be hanging on 2 trees on either side, ready to come and smash you.
They would. And they would find it funny. They have my humor. Oh, look, Dad's hurt.
And then they would say, "How's your back?"
All right, so we'll use regular brown. This is a satin brown. I don't have a matte brown. This is retarded. Gloss and satin. Whoopie shit.
You're trying to. What are you trying to do? The ground?
No, the back. The brown is easy. I do that as I go, but I wanted to pick out a color for the back, and I wanted to, or the tree itself, but I wanted it to contrast the foliage that goes on it. So, because the foliage is going to be fairly light, like light greens, spots of yellow, things like that.
Yeah.
But if I have it too dark, it will just throw it all off. So I could darken it. I do have a matte black that I could darken it with. But it would have to be like a drop of black. Otherwise than that, it would make it way too bad. Oh, ain't gonna get done if I just sit on my hand. I'll be right back.
Cool. So Revell did do something pretty cool on this model. seams on the tank line up with the seams on the external booster to wherever the seams meet, you don't have to do too much to them because they're covering each other. They're hiding each other. Then on the other side, that's where you have this pipe detail that runs down the side. Not too bad. And it has locator pins. There's locator pins on here. Yay!
You're gonna cut them off.
Nope. I'm going to use them.
Let's experiment.
Don't put too much on, you might melt them.
Melt them. Melt them.
Use a fire.
I should probably paint these parts before I glue them, but nope. Just because. Let me take a look. I haven't looked.
So here's a question for you gurus out there. If I wanted to darken this up a little bit and not just go the standard, add like a drop of black to darken whatever, would darkening it with, say, a dark gray, would that conflict with the brown? Like, would it make it just like a weird friggin' color?
Depends on the gray. But when you just use a wash, if you just wanted to darken it up a little bit, I would just use a wash.
Well, that's what I'm making right now. I got a pewter gray, but that's kind of light. I have graphite.
I'd go with a dark, kind of a darker gray, like a dark gray.
Like that?
What's it look like when it dries? I mean, almost like I would also make like almost like a black gray.
So what brown are you going to combine that with?
Just regular brown.
Okay, so if you hold both of them next to each other, show us the bottoms of both bottles.
See that brown
Yeah.
with that gray.
I don't know that that's going to darken it at all because they're almost the same same
Color palette.
shade, darkness, however you want to call it.
So just go with black then, right?
Yeah, I would go with a really couple of drops of black to darken it. I wouldn't go with more than a drop at a time, though. I'll be right back. Be right back, guys. That was the
Yep.
Alexa telling me that we just got packages.
Two packages for package order were delivered to the front door or porch. 2 packages should arrive tomorrow, containing security cameras wireless outdoor. Another package should arrive Tuesday, November 30th. Another 9 packages are on the way. By the way, I can help you discover your next favorite book. Just ask, what should I read next?
That's almost. Let me brighten this up. There we go. Got with my new lamp, I got settings on it, so. Right. Looks a little bit better.
And I'm back. Where is the box cutter? No wonder I couldn't find this thing. It was right in front of me. Literally.
Hey, bud. Staying out of trouble? I don't believe it.
He's related to you. He's never going to be able to stay out of trouble.
Hey, I stay out of trouble. Come on.
No, you just don't get
Blow
caught.
two models up and you're pegged for life. My goodness. Yes, I do.
You get
I'm
caught?
outside with my friends.
That's big, not that.
Thought you had my back, little buddy. What's up? Siding with them.
Cool.
Oh, really?
Who's fighting you?
I got my new toy.
Hey!
Oh, nice.
What is it?
That.
It's a fire. Oh, it's a tablet. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
replacing.
Tablet, just like you.
It's replacing my Kindle.
Boy, that Eli, he's got a tablet. I'm gonna have to get one too.
Yep.
Sure enough, look at that. Ricky Ticky, boom, boom. You got it.
What is the color? Is it blue or is it pink?
Oh, Buck only gets pink. You know that.
You know that.
Yeah, it's probably pink.
Well, see, that one's replacing this one, which is purple.
See? That's purple.
So he's girlish.
He's a good one.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Man.
He's a girlish color man? All right. We'll go with that.
I'm okay with being a girly man.
Okay. So am I. That's why I'm making that dragon princess. Ken said to just let the girls go ahead and just slop paint all over it. I'm like, no, can't do that.
Why not?
I gotta teach him. I gotta teach him how to do it right.
Who's teaching you?
Nobody? You can't teach Eric.
Oh yes. I'm teachable. I ain't an old dog like you guys. Come on now.
Can't teach a new dog old tricks.
I'm gonna go with that. And I'm gonna pretend I actually understood that.
So if you understood it, can you tell me what I meant?
Yes.
No, that's just when you shake your head and say, okay, Grandpa.
42.
The ultimate answer.
And that's cool.
Wait a minute. I just figured out the question for the ultimate answer.
Meaning it?
It's at what age does a man start regressing into his childhood? 42.
Oh my god. No, because the right answer is he doesn't. Because he never grows up.
Well, some of us had to grow up.
No, you didn't grow up. Don't even try and pretend that. We know better. Even Shu knows better.
That's true.
I know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Shu, like me, had to act like a grown-up while he was wearing the uniform.
Yeah, a little bit.
See?
That's the case. That's probably why I got caught running around naked all the time. I figured if I didn't wear the uniform, I wouldn't have to listen.
Can't argue with that logic.
And they called him the streak. Ray Stevens. I love him.
Cooper.
Ray Stevens and the Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
Yeah, what a... Now we can call it the Mississippi Chippy. Tell me that don't roll off the tongue. Come on, the Mississippi Chippy.
So don't ask me why. When I could just glue this, I tape it first to see how it looks.
No. That's not how us shade tree modelers work. We just do it and then be like, oh, if I taped it. That's when the revelation ends.
If I would have taped it, I would have seen this big gouge here in the plastic.
Well, you're gonna see it anyway. Tape
Yeah.
or not.
Well, like I said, I tend to tape these things up so that I can look and see what problems I might run into. Like this piece of plastic right here. On both sides, I've looked at that and gone, that's got to be flash, but it's not.
I thought it was mustard, but it's not.
Well, there you go.
I really used to come to close up the outside.
Have a gap like that, you just blow it up. Say, okay, I can't save you, I'm blowing you up.
Easy, shoot. Okay, easy. You gotta say goodbye and have the funeral.
I just say blow it up. Hell with that, or much of it.
And then just repurpose. Repurpose. We're all about a new lease on life. You repurpose things. Getting to wonder, Stu. I think you like blowing things up.
Not really.
Or I think you like watching other people put things up.
Well, yes, I like a good explosion.
Oh, yeah.
I like seeing what Eric's going to do for a repurpose next. I also like to, in the middle of when he's in the middle of rebuilding something, repurposing it, saying, what about this? And screwing up his plans. You have to admit, I do that quite often.
Where is it? I have a notebook. I now have a notebook here. I heard what Kenny was talking about. Kenny mentioned that earlier. You should keep a notebook. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's a good idea. And let's get it up. And
Eric?
he's like, well, why didn't you write down remembering a notebook?
So, Eric,
The problem is you'll lose your notebook.
see what I just put on the table there?
Notebook.
Always have something close by.
Who cares? On the door of the fridge, inside the moving fridge. It's 3, okay? No. No, because I wasn't planning on having them out. Kind of worked out that way, buddy. Yeah, just I used 4 drops because I got a lot of wash here. I used 4 drops of black and it actually darkened it quite a bit. But even though it looks dark in the pot, when putting it on, it's actually light. It's drying pretty light or lighter than I would have expected. But I think when I do a black wash on it, I think that'll come out. I think it'll darken. Tone it right down.
Cool.
But even with the paint, the prime, you know, that all of these are real, branches that I got from the backyard, acting as trees. Even primed, these things is absorbing the paint. Like as soon as I put it on, boy, it's just sucking it right up. But it's drying pretty cool.
So what you're saying is to make actual branches, actual wood from the backyard look like wood, you're painting it.
Correct.
Somehow that's a little bit counterintuitive.
Oh, well, no, I mean, redundancy abounds. This now looks more like proper barn. Okay? Right?
Well, not to mention, if you didn't cover it, it would eventually rot and fall apart.
See? Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, prevent that.
You can't stop the signal now.
There.
Mod Podge. I gotta get me some of that. I know. There's so many things that I gotta get, and I've already told myself, come January, no more kids. I said nothing but supplies. Nothing but supplies. At least that's what I'm saying now.
I say that too. And then something happens.
Oh, I got this kit for sale, and I'm like, really? It's mine.
Well, what happens with me is I happen to go on eBay or eBay or Amazon or HLI and see somebody finish up a Hawaiian Pilot and go, that's really cool. I need that. And then when I get that,
Right?
when I see that one and I order it, what happens then is eBay suggests another one. I'm like, I could do that. That's kind of cool. And by the time I'm done, I've spent $100 or so.
Yikes.
so self-control is not one of your things.
No, not really. I mean, if I had self-control, I wouldn't have the architect on the way. Hey, Kenny.
That is true.
Oh, Kenny's back. Oh, he's not on video?
No, he's on the chat.
On the chat. I can't see the chat. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone on Discord. Because this was just like a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah. Well, and with the architect, it's funny because I watched it, or I've seen it multiple times on not YouTube, but Facebook and everything. And then Kenny talks about it on his stream, and I'm like, that's a kit? I need that. I never realized it was a kid. I thought it was something somebody had just done as a, as a picture, as a goof. And then it turns out to be a kid, and I'm like, I need that.
Don't worry about it. Leave him alone. Just let him eat. Alright. Now,
See? I hear it. I hear it in the background. He's just like you. He wants to eat that rabbit.
he wants to eat the rabbit. Eat the rabbit. Eat the rabbit. Rabbit season. Duck season.
Daddy, remember that time when I painted this?
Yes. Yes, I do.
No, it's
What do you think? We need a tan. You know what? Actually, we need to talk about it first.
We can move him a little.
We need our path. Yeah.
I was but then it
Right.
some stuff like below it's like a piston and moves something that sticks.
You know?
You need to put it down a little.
Girl.
Backward.
But that's not fair, Eric. Mute so we can't hear what you're saying to the boy.
He was picking up. Well, I was telling him about a couple things, and he was picking up all this for the diorama. What grade is this that we're using on the rock?
Okay.
He
He said you need to add something on it, and I said you need to paint the rock. Yeah. And then he had an idea of painting it what color, but that's like rock color.
Yeah.
So I chose rock color. And rock colors are in the cloud color.
Thinking on the cloud.
I needed the colors. So that's why I called
Cloudy gray. We will use cloudy gray.
Cool.
Picked by yours truly. The one, the only. Yep.
That's looking nice, GB.
What time is it? Oh, it's snack time. You can go out and get snack.
That's what the carrots are for.
Mm-mm.
Wait, I want a snack.
No soup for you.
I didn't say soup. I wanted a snack.
Oh, we have a fiber one cookie. He said, "Old people love that." But come on over.
You have what?
I made them.
Fiber one cookie.
Ah,
I said, "Old people like that."
maybe.
No, he's in Illinois. Uncle Max in there.
Uncle Matt.
Shu, you're in where? Arizona?
No, Washington, Bremerton.
Oh, okay. Bremerton?
Yeah.
Shoot.
His name Shu. Why is his name Shu? Ask his folks. I don't know. Shu, why is your name Shu?
I don't know. Ask my folks.
See?
Maybe a million years ago they made them in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah, see? See? He's got a brother named Loafer.
And that's Jim.
Yeah, can't forget that, brother.
Creepy.
This is why I tape it together, so I can see what the final product is going to look like.
It looks good except for that tape.
Well, yeah. And it needs paint.
Take something away from it.
Yeah. Well, it needs paint, and each one is going to have to be painted separately. Then lots of decals on the solid rocket boosters. Wonder.
How much decals could there be on a solid booster?
Several. Like, I want to say each one has. Let's see. About 20.
Okay.
What?
I mean, look at that. Look at the decal call out for the solid rocket booster.
Oh, I see.
Like a waste to put all those decals on something you're just going to blow up.
I ain't blowing this up.
I chose the right.
I would.
I chose the right.
I know you would.
It's like a rock.
Yeah, it does. And then
Wait.
We're going to let that dry.
We need to get
In the
Eric a
meantime,
model
get
of a
figured out.
bomb because he'll never blow it up.
He's going to stick a couple of firework rockets.
Right, Eric?
Is that?
I said we need to get you a model of a bomb because you'll never blow it up.
Oh no. That would be piece that out of existence. Yes, would definitely get you on that. You know what we need now?
$1 million?
Right. We do a base coat, and then we need to make a glue. We need to water down the glue. Might be too light.
Something.
Yeah, we have another green that we could use. Naga? Yeah, no, see, that's too light. Look at this one. Look at this one. Check this one out. That looks like, well, grass, right? This is called Christmas tree green. Well, that's pretty cool. Nice. Well, yeah. You could. Well, I'm going to, but
What if we just, what if this, since it's Christmas, we could just add like a Christmas tree right here?
maybe add like a Christmas bulb hanging over it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Like the pilot before he died says, "Thank you, everyone."
Yeah, then, yeah.
Yeah, let's just, yeah, let's just
Yeah.
use,
Star Wars Christmas special.
yeah.
It
Hello.
would be like a George Romero Christmas special.
The zombie pilot.
Zombie pilot.
Somebody from Texas just called me and didn't want to talk to me.
I have to be very careful with this zombie.
Yeah.
what if we had like baseline to cover like all this so like tiny skinny one, and then you can add the green on it, and if you accidentally go on the wood.
That
It's just
remember, I can't put it because it's still wet. Remember, this is going to be that tree is broken. So that will go there. This right here actually goes in the middle of that. But what I need to do is I need to take care of this because I'm going to need the green wash with this. No, I got to clean this up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'll be damned. I never noticed that. Every model of the shuttle I've seen, I could have sworn they use these big tombstone looking things. But this one doesn't. This one instead, not sure where the parts are, it has two arms that, instead of supporting it on the wings, it's got arms that come up here and support it on the engines. Has some parts on here that I think I'm going to, if they're not called for, they're called for in the old kit or in the old instructions where they use the tombstone. But what it is these pegs for, you know, jacking it up off of the treads. But I think I want to use
leftover parts from the old kit.
Well, it's kind of funny because they're not leftover; they're just different parts from the old kit. I mean, and it's funny that it has both of them. Damn, got that stuck in there. It has kits for quote unquote old kit, or parts for the old kit, parts for the new kit. But this kit has only been released twice. And all
Maybe it's an old kit.
well, all the parts are in both kits. I like the idea of putting these leg parts in there because that is going to lift it up high, or it's going to firm these corners up a little bit. Interesting. The jack-up legs block the tread from going on. That's why I'm glad I downloaded the old instructions as well. Looking at my reference, and it all shows the tombstone looking parts.
All right. Round two.
I've bought models from them.
Right?
So Eric,
No.
no? Okay. And Mark and you too, you as well, GB, if you're there. And anybody that's out there in chat in YouTube world. Have you ever seen the shuttle, the real shuttle, launch without the tombstone piece?
Can't say that I have.
Good. Don't them tombstones support it at the back end where the three thruster engines are?
Yeah, it supports the wings like that. But interestingly, what they're saying in the instructions, I don't know where they are right now. There's some arms that can come up off of here. Matter of fact, there's holes for them right here. Arms that just come up here like this. I think I'm going with the actual, not with this. It looks cool with those arms, but I don't think so.
The tombstones are the wall.
Yep. So that means I'll fill those holes. And I'll build those tombstones. And at the same time, when I go back to work on here, I'm going to glue these pieces on here. Cut the leg off because the leg is in the way of the tracks, but that'll actually hold the corner a little bit better. Actually, even better if I trim the support pieces off of the sides of this. I can slide that in from the inside and it won't be visible. This is why I have both sets of instructions. What'd you do? Oh no, Windows, never mind, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
It looks like you're gluing them in as you go. That's a pretty good idea.
Yep. Yeah. They still fall out.
I know they do.
What you on about?
I just looked at the clock. Wife and I are supposed to be going to take care of some stuff this afternoon. So let me cut these off and then I will close out the YouTube.
Definitely afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like morning, or actually just afternoon over there, isn't it?
About 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see the space shuttle cart, whatever you want to call it.
I believe.
And it's got the tombstones on it. Okay, so
Can you?
let me flip over
Extra
here.
glue those.
Had to be a great experience there, 300. I would love to have seen the shuttle in person before they retired it.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
So, like I was just saying, guys, out there in YouTube land. We just lost Eric. He does that. Interesting, different sizes. Okay, so like I was just saying, in out there in YouTube land, we are going to shut down the stream. We've been on for 3 hours. Had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Come back next Sunday, and we'll be doing something along the same lines. So, have a great day. Have a great
In the line.
have a great evening, and we will talk to you later.
That was good.
You know what I'm saying?